Hey, it's the depressed existential hobo bear here to address something. This is a problem. If you're gonna watch this content, then please do the world a favor and subscribe and turn on the notification bell. Okay, I'm gonna go smother myself. Bye.
Entry log number 9. The butterfly effect theory. The idea of even the smallest action to cause major impacts on a complex system. Time is delicate. One little mistake in the past can change the entire future. This large impact has spread fear of a sudden future that could terminate us all. I must make sure no one ever goes to tamper with the timeline ever again. Or else, who knows what terror could bring us all. If the Time Guardians gave up on protecting the timeline, then I will do their job for them. My power is growing. Progression is moving forward. Everything is going according to plan. Things have been at a stalemate recently, ever since Veronica's death. Cassidy is becoming misguided, and feels as if she is above consequences just because she works with me. She is slowly turning more naive. Poor Jeremy and Susie. They were too innocent to die. But maybe it's for the best so they didn't have to live through the near future that awaits us all. People are mourning and grieving. Some are feeling the urge for vengeance, and some are just in a lost state of mind. But what is needed now is patience, and until the smoke is cleared, I will begin my hunt for the Ark of Integrity. See you soon, Lefty. Trust me, us three, with our power combined, we will be gods. But that's only fantasy, for now. There is something that needs to be done. I'm sure that you all have heard of Nightmare. Of course we know him. He's long gone now. He didn't always go by Nightmare, you know. What are you talking about? He was once a god just like Shadow Freddy, Shadow Bonnie, and the infinite amount of them across the multiverse. He was the protector of Earth, too. What happened? From what I remember, something happened to his brother, leaving the world all in Earth 2 Shadow Freddy's grip. He created thousands of anomalies to create war, until the whole world was a toxicated wasteland. He faced a massive dull on his powers, so he thrived for more. He succeeded. He fed off the fear and death of all of his victims. He was addicted to it. So then he traveled through the multiverse for more. He invaded hundreds of thousands of worlds and became strong. But that doesn't matter. The topic of this is about the biggest anomaly that Shadow Freddy created. His inspiration. a war god that was given the name Nightmare first. He showed nothing but pure evil and hatred towards life. Throughout years of war and death, he was defeated and decapitated. After the war, everyone on the earth rotted away and decayed. The earth is just a desert consumed by war and death. Gee, I'm glad I wasn't born there. So what's your point? We're going to bring him back. I've grown exhausted from fighting all of my enemies. No matter what I do, all they choose is opposition. So I'm gonna bring this war god back as my biggest defense, so all of my enemies will be fought off and possibly terminated if they continue to do what they're doing. Oh hell no! As much as I hate this place, I don't want to be in another wasteland. Oh, don't worry. I learned a trick or two from someone that gives me the ability to brainwash people. Is that so? That was like centuries ago. How in the hell are you gonna find his body? That black suit is gone, burnt in lava. However, I still think I can find its CPU, that being his memory core. I'm going to travel to Earth too. Isn't that deadly? Not for us animatronics. We don't breathe air to survive. We just need to have functioning systems in our programs. But I feel more of a human than an animatronic. How are you gonna travel through the freaking multiverse? With the help of you, White Rabbit. What? No, I can't do that! Your brother did it once, and you claim yourself to be stronger than him. I mean, I can, but it would open a portal to one of the infinite amount of worlds. It would randomly select one of the worlds out there, not a specific one that I want. Then focus on the world you want to open a portal to. You have no idea how powerful you really are. You can do more than just run faster than a bullet or travel between different dimensions. You have the ability to control time itself. You could have told me that much earlier so this warp timeline can be fixed. As much as I wish for that to be true, it isn't. I meant that you can freeze, rewind, or fast forward time, and you can even open a single portal to anywhere you want. You think Red Bear's the only one holding you back, but you are too, and you don't even realize it. Don't you want to be strong? Don't you want to show Red Bear a real reason to fear you? Prove him that you're not just a regular criminal to be put back into a box. Okay, I'll do it. But I can't do it in this small lab. Very well. Well, what are you waiting for? Start running. Concentrate on why you were given these abilities. Why you were so filled with hatred in the first place. Focus on a wasteland after a violent collateral nuclear war. Think of the humans' extinction. Think of the scraps that lay in the dead soil. Think of the intoxicated air and the violent wind, the polluted skies, and think of the ones who still remain, and their suffering. Good job, White Rabbit. I'm very impressed. He took everything from me! Use that hatred and mistakes and transcend it into a power. You are justice. Make them know that they are responsible for their crimes against humanity. Jesus, what was going down here? Oh, you got a portal to open. Was it really that hard? Red Bear did it in a breeze. Oh, you! Do I have to keep disciplining you two children? White Rabbit, please come with me to Earth 2. Alright, as long as I can stay away from her. Well, what am I gonna do? Stay here until we get back. You've done enough evil these past several months. It's been a while since I've been here. Feels like I never left. So, my jailer returns after months of leaving her abomination. How thrilling. Your personality hasn't changed. Not surprised anymore. You feel as if you're above consequences. I didn't always. What do you want? Just returning to my little sanctuary. Somewhere I can process my thoughts. And thus using me as a stress reliever. Watching me face the same death over and over again while you watch. It's a refreshing view. Watching you pay for the terrible things you've done. Pay? If you really think you've broken me inside by placing me in a paradox I cannot escape, then you're mistaken. I am merely having the time of my life. When have you ever felt pain? Did you ever have someone that you lost? The first time I ever felt pain was when I saw my wife die in the hands of disease. And that gives you the right to slaughter innocent children? You think I slaughtered children because of grief? I'm far from it. Then give me the answer we've all been dying to know. Why did you do it? Why did you kill us like animals? You think me killing you kids was important? It wasn't. I could have chosen any other kid at Freddy's, and I chose you 5. To do what? To bring back my family from the undeserved death that they got. All because of the lunatics who designed springlock suits with the use of some satanic soul power. After my son's death, I felt nothing but hatred for the children who were poorly disciplined and spoiled. I gave them the lesson their parents never gave them when I slaughtered each and every one of them. We were just pawns to your little game? Exactly, Cassidy. That's exactly what you were. You just extended your life sentence here. Delightful. You and I both know that Gabriel is right. If you want to be free, you must let me go. Like hell am I letting you go? You'll regret this. One day there will come a time where you will never be able to let go, and you will be stuck in your tomb until the end of time. He's wrong. As soon as I finally break you, that will set us free. This place has been more of a heaven than a purgatory. You've helped me remember all of the monsters I have created. I remember every single one of them now. And I can do nothing but laugh at their puny lives. The possessed suits, the failed experiments, all of which I am responsible for. But responsibility is not existent in this place. In any case, I feel more in control of this place than you do. I've been watching you, Cassidy. I have realized that my legacy has moved on to you. And because of that, Veronica, Michael, Jeremy, and Susie are dead. You slaughtered them in cold blood, just like I did. And for Michael, you merely pushed Mayhem to do the work for you, just like I did to him, only for Michael to have his insides scooped out. You have only repeated history. It's poetic. Now I stand and look down over you. You were once an abandoned 7-mile workshop, but now you're my greatest creation yet. And as you keep doing all this evil, I will simply prevail. And in the end, I win once again. You may have been given all this power, but deep down you're just that foolish girl whose throat I slit open. You remember this? Yes, Nightmarion. A prototype of the original marionette animatronic puppet that I used for a hybrid experiment. The experiment failed and gave him a permanent look, just like that. I threw him in the alleyway to rot and die. He seems to have made a life for himself. I am not a monster. I am vengeance. This place has seen better days. These winds are so intense! A regular human would blow away. No, it would slowly die. Nothing but nuclear radiation consuming the world. Oxygen has gone extinct here. Luckily for us, we don't breathe oxygen. So the entire human race is extinct? Correct. God, what has Shadow Freddy done to this place? He let chaos prevail in this world, and possibly killed his brother from stopping it. But you already know the story. We need to find what remains of the nightmare. Let's proceed. Huh. How did you... How interesting. Hey, Mayhem? Yes, White Rabbit? Who were you before you started collecting the Arcs of Life? Were you just born like that, or were you something different? Well, I was a very foolish being. Could you elaborate? I was born just like the rest of the ones after the creation of this new broken timeline. I didn't know who I was. I didn't even have a name. I began studying for years of what even happened to create me, and these strange occurrences. I was a scientist who gave myself the name May, just a normal pink bear. I studied so many anatomies, and when I discovered that drive Fredbear gave me, I put the dedication of my life into it. And that's when I learned the truth about our existence. And what? I can't remember. Why did I become a scientist? Why was I so dedicated to the arcs of life? Why did I ever have faith in redemption? Are you okay? Why can't I remember? All I remember now is I'm striving for power, and I don't even know why I started doing it to begin with. Why did I ever help Fredbear wage war on Phasmer Hills? How did I even get the Mantle of Time? May, it's okay.
He is dead! He was obliterated by Shadow Bonnie's crimson beam! My compassion, my faith in humanity, my patience is gone! I'll kill anyone who stands in my way! I'll make them suffer! I'll wipe them out one by one so they know how it feels to be programmed!
Let's continue. Oh, God. What was that? Who the hell are you?
Christ, I haven't seen anyone powerful like you two ever since.
Wait, I recognize that voice. Nightmare on?
How do you know my name? Wait, you're one of those world hoppers. You were sent by Nightmare. Stay back!
No, Nightmare's dead. We're not here to conquer or anything.
Why should I believe you?
Let me show you.
What are you doing?
I have returned in what you wanted. And those lights. The soul of Earth 2 Shadow Freddy.
For so long, I've been preparing for his arrival for nothing.
He's been dead for 3 years. We're not here to hurt you. You're the last being on this earth, aren't you?
I'm starting to believe so. Even if I wasn't, they're probably on the other side of the earth walking in the same direction I am. Follow me. It isn't safe out here. So, why are you here? There's nothing but a desert to see.
We're looking for the remains of the Nightmare, the Warlord.
No, he has caused too much damage to my home. You are not bringing him back.
Relax. I can brainwash him so he can be under my control. All I want is the CPU because I know the suit is long gone.
The CPU, huh? It's been centuries since he was killed. He may not even be around anymore.
What's that bracelet on your arm?
Sometimes I forget that's on me. I had a loved one back in the war. Until then, the Nightmare came in and slaughtered a whole village, including her.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Well, there's really no reason to grieve anymore. For I say to animatronics, as long as no one damages us, we can live forever. That's how it goes around here. It's misery, because we face losses as time passes, and there's never time to kick the bucket. Because we've done everything we've ever wanted to do, until there's nothing left first place. It's fascinating how the corruption of the mind, after so much focus on the future, can make you crazy. I can hardly remember anything that I had anymore, since it's been so long. This bracelet helps me remember that I used to have a loved one.
Yeah, I know a bit of what that's like. Could you tell us where you think the CPU is?
I'm not entirely sure, but the best place to look, in my opinion, is Shadow Freddy's factory. He collected remains of the nightmare after his defeat, but be careful of what's in there.
Noted. Thank you. I can't imagine the suffering you're going through, but I can make you a promise. One day I can take you to a world with peace beyond your imagination, and you can start a new life there.
I appreciate the offer, but this world is my life now. I've grown so used to it to where I don't think I'm compatible with any other world. I wish you two good luck.
Come on. Foxy. Oh, Foxy. Come out wherever you are. I've got a special surprise for you. Foxy, it's me. I'm one of the victims. I'm one of your friends. I'm here to help you. Just come out and let's talk. I want to see you, Fritz. Foxy! You're gonna die either way. So come out and accept your fate. They're gonna kill you. So think of this as a mercy killing. And I'm honestly doing you a favor. So just come out! Stop, Cassidy! You just won't give up, won't you? I know who you're after, and I won't let you kill him. Then for the love of God, shoot me! But you won't, because I'm another victim just like Freddy, and you think I can still be redeemed. How pathetic. I'll shoot you if I have to. And you're wrong. There isn't much of Cassidy anymore after you killed Veronica. I was starting to think that you could have had the chance to change, but I was wrong. Don't you see, Bonnie? You've already completed your mission. Now you have no purpose here anymore. There's no reason for you to do anything. It's not like anything you do will have any effect or will change anything. You're nothing but a waste of scrap metal. At least I'm not a killer like you. You're not superior and powerful just because you work with Mayhem. You're just a scared, forgotten little girl.